Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So if you are new here, my name is Defreitas, and on this channel we talk about everything that is beauty, fashion, lifestyle related. Thank you so much to all of the love on our previous video. And this video is going to be all about an updated brow tutorial. So I've recently been playing with this DIY at-home laminated brow look that I recently posted, and you guys literally came through with the DMs and the comments and you were like, oh no, I need to know how you do your brows now. I want an updated brow tutorial. So if you want to get that at-home laminated brow look without having to actually laminate your brows or going anywhere, then keep on watching. Okay, so let's get straight into this video. You are probably going to be super blown away and surprised how easy this really is, guys. It's so easy, very few products, and it's really kind of like how people are doing their brows at the moment, and it's just amazing. Now I have had my brows laminated in the past and it's completely grown out now, and I did really like it, but with everything that's happening, obviously we're just looking at alternative ways. You can also laminate them as well at home, but I was just a bit scared. So let's start. I have nothing on my face at all. I've literally just done some skincare, and the reason why is because I kind of start with my brows first. If I put foundation and then do this, I feel like it gets a bit messy. So if you're gonna do this, guys, maybe start with your brows first, okay? Right, so step one, we are gonna go in with this product over here. And this is basically from Benefit Cosmetics. It's the 24-hour brow setter. And it's amazing because it's kind of like a brow gel. It's like a clear brow gel. And I guess you could use any other brow gel, but this one is just really good, and it combs through the hairs and like keeps them stuck into place. Okay, so because this is like brow, we're gonna zoom in slightly, and I'm always so scared about zooming in, but we're gonna zoom in slightly so you can really see what we're doing with the brows, okay? Come in. Oh my god, this is so scary. Right, bearing in mind, I have pores, I'm not perfect, but it's all good. Okay, so step one, what we're gonna do with our brow setter is we're actually gonna go against, and let me just move my hair out of the way. I'm gonna go against the direction of where the hair grows, okay? So this is really just about coating it. So by going against, this is really gonna help. And also, I have had my brows microbladed because I really don't have that much hair. All right, next step is we are gonna brush up as we kind of want it to go, in the direction that we want it to go, okay, guys? And you do have 2 different size bristles to help you out. Right, really quickly before this dries, let me show you the next bit. So I'm gonna use a spoolie just like this, and I'm going to literally just brush it up just like that. And what you want to do is just brush it up in the direction, and then I kind of use this side to like flatten it out. It's going to take a while, right, because it's like slowly starting to set. And if you wanted to, you could also use your finger to do this as well. Okay, once you continue to keep on brushing up, this is what you should kind of see, guys. So this is why I feel like it's not a good idea to do your foundation, because basically you're going to be pushing it up and you might like rub it around, and obviously it might get a little bit red because I'm like pressing it against my skin, but don't worry about that. So you literally want to just like brush them up. And it's gonna set and dry quite quickly. PS, do not judge me, I've not done my brows since lockdown, okay? So already we've got this very like upward kind of stroked, it's almost quite fluffy, it's very laminated look, and I've literally done it all the way across. Now, I also flatten it against my skin, so it hasn't got a lot of texture going outwards. It's more like texture going like a flat texture. And what you can also see is that I've kind of gone up here, a little bit more diagonal on this area, and then just kind of like outwards here. So depending on your hair and your brows and your brow shape, this might look slightly different. I don't have that much hair, so you can see that, you know, it doesn't really go that far up. But if you've got really long, thick brows, yours might be a lot higher than mine. So if you wanted to, you could just trim the top so it's not too crazy, or you might quite like that look. So yeah, that's kind of like what it's looking like now, and it literally just sets. It kind of feels like gel. It is a gel, but it feels like hair gel on your brows. So let me do the next brow and then I'll come right back. Alright, so this is what they both look like. I actually love how this looks, honestly guys. I feel like it gives me a slightly thicker brow, but we're not finished yet. We still have a little bit more to do. So let me show you the next step. The next step is we're actually going to conceal the underneath. And for that, I'm going to be using this concealer from Nars. This is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer from Nars, and it's in shade Custard. I don't know if you guys can see that right here. So I love this because I just feel like it's a really good texture, and I'm going to be using this type of like flat brush for it. So what we're gonna do is basically clean up underneath the eyes. Okay, I also just wanna say that there is no right or wrong when it comes to makeup. So this is just how I'm doing my brows at the moment. Some days I'll even change it around. So I'm not saying that this is the correct way. You can kind of do it any way you wish. Okay, so I'm just gonna give a shout out to my boo. His name is Zachary. This is his profile. He is beat and so beautiful, and I feel like what I love about his makeup look is that it's striking, it stands out. And I will never ever forget that once he posted a video and he was doing a brow tutorial, and he literally said, guys, I know this isn't brows for everyone, but this is just how I do my brows and how I like to do my brows. And I just feel like it's so good to just be in your own lane. And I know that sometimes the way I do my brows is quite dramatic, it's quite like a lot, but it's just I like that kind of look sometimes. So again, if you like this natural no makeup, then it's fine, you could just tone it down. But I will always remember what he said, and I always think, yeah, like if you're gonna do it and just rock it, like wear it with confidence. So yeah, that I don't know why I'm even saying this little story, but Zachary, shout out to you, boo. Okay, so far we have the brow setter, boom, brush it up, done, and just let it set so you can kind of feel it. When it feels dry and like a little bit hard, perfect. Next step, we are going to go in with the concealer, which I just mentioned, and this flat brush. And this is really nice because it's just going to clean it up. Then afterwards, we're going to draw some strokes on, okay? But I feel like if you do that first, you might go a little bit too low. So by carving this out, you've got your shape. Now, personally, again, for me, I really love the look of extending this as high as possible. So kind of like, who's that guy from Star Wars or Star Trek? You know that guy that I'm talking about, you know? Okay, so maybe not as dramatic as that, but I really like this like lifted effect. You see what I mean? Like, oh. So I basically usually, instead of taking my concealer straight and then down, I literally just take it straight and then just keep it going a little bit. Now, because we have got these like brushed up brows, it wouldn't make much sense for me to block too much of the brow because I might shorten it and then I'll have to draw hair strokes and there's going to be gaps, so it's going to look kind of obvious. So I'm not going to take it as high, but just a little bit higher. Let me show you what I mean. Come a little bit closer. Come closer now. Okay, so all I've done is literally just taken the concealer underneath and followed the natural shape and then taken it a little bit higher there, guys. And then sometimes I will just softly blend that out, but I'll kind of leave it a little bit messy because I'm gonna go over it anyway when I do my foundation and all that jazz. Okay, so at this point, I've literally just finished both. I know that you can see these lines and they're quite harsh, but we're gonna blend that out afterwards. And then I've literally just blended out, just because I don't think I'm gonna be wearing foundation for this video. So, you know, I don't want to be looking too crazy. So this is what it does. And I feel like, again, it just keeps that natural fluffy look and then cleans up that underneath. And next, we're moving on. Okay, so next up, we're going to be using one of my all-time favorite brow products. I feel like all of you already know how much I love this product. All of you already know. This is kind of like my go-to, and I have so many of these, and it is called Precisely My Brow from Benefit Cosmetics. Love this product. I'm using shade 4, and I think it ranges from like shade 1 to 6. And let me tell you why I love this. Firstly, it has a really nice thin tip, which is just perfect for getting like more of a hair light stroke or just getting like those finer lines or details for the brows. Secondly, the tones and the colors are just like perfect. Honestly, guys, I cannot stress this enough. I feel like they're just great. They are just great. I could use a 5, I could use a 4, I could use a 3, but I feel like 4 is like my color right now. And then on the other side, it has this groomer, which is just so handy. So again, if you wanted to groom it, then you can use that as well. So if you're on the go, you can just go ahead and use that. And that's really good as well if you just want to soften that inner side. But what I will say as well is that I have used some different pencils in the past and I feel like they really don't last that long, whereas these last such a good amount of time. I don't know how, I don't know why, but they really do last a long amount of time. So what we're going to do with this is I'm going to kind of look at it at the tip, and then I basically, now I don't want to, at this point, I don't want to create a block brow. Okay, that's not what we want, because that would just look really heavy and it's going to look slightly thicker anyway. So what I actually want to do is I want to just create a few little strokes, and I want to leave gaps in between. And those gaps basically make it look a little bit more laminated. So you can see here, I've got like a little bald patch and I've just got gaps. Do you know what I mean? Like, because my brows are not as thick. I wish I had thick brows, guys. I wish! But because they're not as thick, then I've got these gaps. So I'm just basically gonna use this. So you see this little gap here to like draw a little hair stroke. So let me zoom you in closer so I can show you exactly how I do this. Ooh, we are back. Okay, cool. So let me show you on this brow and hold a mirror and look at the screen and do it all at the same time. Okay, so basically all I'm gonna do is like start here, fill it in. And you need to understand that the brow now is like a little bit stiffer because obviously you've got the brow gel. And if you have a little bit of an edge to it, it's even better. And now you can use, if you make a mistake, don't worry. Just clean it off like that. And again, just don't worry about that. So yeah, just slowly building up. And with this, guys, what's the hardest thing is just not going overboard. So I'll do it and then step back, look, because we really actually just want minimal amount of product here, nothing too crazy. So I can see here, I need a little bit more, but this is looking good and this is looking good. So I'm just gonna focus a little bit more here. So always like hair strokes. Hair stroke. All right, guys, so I feel like I'm kind of happy with this. What do we think, girls? And boys, what do we think? Ooh, I love it. Okay, cool. So at this point, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna like blend out, looking kind of crazy. But if I was gonna wear foundation anyway, that would kind of like blend it out. So you see, just blend it, but be careful with that tail now, careful with that tail. And this is a really nice brush actually. It's a Morphe brush and it is the R32. Ignore the fact that I've got no foundation everywhere. This is a brow tutorial. Okay, so I'm literally just having a look at them and I actually love, like I just love it. It's very different. I think that also, if you're not wearing any makeup, for some reason, I feel like I could get away with wearing a brow and no makeup, but I'm obviously gonna be putting makeup on now, guys. I'm gonna put makeup on, look cute, and do another video. So this is the finished look. I mean, how easy is that? Like, minus me talking, minus me blabbering on and showing technique, literally all it is 3 products. Oh my God, that's actually crazy. 3 products! So, brow set gel, boom, and that will lock in. That's like 24 hours. 24 hours, boom, done. Next up is your concealer from Nars. And you can use any concealer if you wanted to, but just make sure it's like, just gonna clean up the under eye area. I do prefer more of a medium to full coverage for this, okay? And then finally, precisely my brow, shade 4, boom, done. I mean, does it get much easier than that? So this is the finished look, guys. I hope you have enjoyed watching this DIY at-home brow lamination tutorial. Thank you so much also for everyone who has recently subscribed and become part of my YouTube family. It honestly means so much to me. I am currently filming a whole home series over on my channel about how to buy a house and how to get on the property ladder. So if that's something for you, definitely check out those videos. And if you just love makeup, then don't worry, I got loads more coming at you. So until next time, I will see you soon and stay safe, guys. I'll see you soon, okay? Bye.